Welcome back to Judo Breakdowns, your source for judo commentary on the internet. And what I have for you today is a match from the Grand Slam in Tel Aviv in women's under 57 category. And in white, we have Eteri Liparteliani from Georgia. And in blue, we have Miriam Boi from Italy. They're already in action. They've got their grips. Let's just join in. So same side grip by Miriam. And we saw an attack there. But really not that big of a deal. Eteri was able to step around it pretty easily. And Nwuchi attempt a little bit wild, but hey, you know what? You throw it out there in the scramble, it'll work. All right, so Eteri getting composed. And we're seeing now, okay. Miriam here has hit the deck. Not really sure what would have caused that for her to hit the deck like that. It didn't look like Eteri was putting a ton of force, like downward force, to cause that. But for now, she's okay, I guess. There's no penalty for that at this point. But I wouldn't make that a habit. All right, so same side grip again. We're seeing that Miriam has gone to that a few times. Just come in for the drop, but easily blocked by Eteri. You know, the thing is, when you have the same side like that, it's sort of telegraphing where you're gonna go, and you might be okay with that because you can make it really dominant. But those throws that Miriam was throwing, were attempting, you know, it wasn't very convincing. The Makikomi here, the Soto Makikomi that we just saw from Miriam, that probably was much more credible than the Seoes from her earlier. I don't know what's happened to Eteri here. Let's just fast forward a little bit. Okay. I think she might have got hit in the face a little bit. Haven't seen much in terms of volume from Eteri here. So would like to see something come out of it from her. But that also sort of, she needs to do that just to avoid getting Shidoed as well, right? So we'll see at this break if that happens. It doesn't. Okay, so that drop was not good. That was almost like her right leg slipped underneath Miriam there. Was not a fan of that. I wouldn't be too surprised if there was a false attack assessed. No, okay, this referee will let him play. Okay, that's fine. But let's see some action then. Okay, a little bit wild on the grip fighting. Grip and go. Let's go. Let's see it. All right. You dropped to your... Oh, my goodness. What's happening here with Miriam? Does she have Vaseline on her feet or something? I don't understand. Like, she's just sliding out. That's dangerous in terms of getting thrown. I mean, you can get on... If you go on your knees, you're still able to be thrown for Ippon. And your ability to defend that is really difficult. All right, so we're seeing a Sumigesh just to try to get out of the position by Miriam there, and a lot of coaching by the Italian coach, and nothing's being called. I'm not sure what might be called. I would like to see some attacks by Eteri right now, but the issue might just be the way that Miriam is sort of, her stance is, it's very strange. Like, she's almost like sandbagging in a weird way. I don't know if sandbagging is the right way to describe it, but yeah, okay, a false attack. I don't even know if she attacked though. Like, so can you say it's a false attack? But then, what was it though? There is something weird going on there in terms of what she's doing. So, okay, I think she just got whacked in the face again. This is really wild. Like, the hands are going kind of crazy on her, and I think she just got something in the face. Eteri is obviously not too happy about that. So, is there a penalty that's going to be assessed here? And I don't know what the referee is waiting on. Are they going to call a victory here? Disqualification or something? Or what's going on? I'm just going to just tip it forward till we find out what's going on. It seems like this might be the end of it. Because, yeah, I don't... What is this referee going to call? Okay, so they're calling a penalty, a strike to the eye by Miriam, and that's going to be Hansakamake. So that's going to be it for Miriam. That's a shame. You know, you'd like to see it be resolved with a throw or, you know, with any palm, but, you know, congratulations to Eteri for advancing. You know, if you're watching like the way that she's gripping and spinning around and whipping those hands around, like that's pretty wild stuff. Like, you know, at this level, you'd expect a bit more control, I think, over your hands and your body. And that's sort of like really unnecessary, like hand movement, right? So, and I think it was right for her to be penalized, to be penalized there or disqualified. It's pretty dangerous stuff to be just like wildly swinging your hands around like that. So not the best, you know, obviously match and the result you'd like to see differently, but I think it's a good lesson there for Miriam and for anyone out there watching to know, like, okay, there's an expectation that you have some control over your limbs and you're not just gonna like swing wildly at someone, right? So even if it's an accident, and we all understand accidents, but accidents can be the likelihood or the severity can both be increased based on the way that you practice judo, right? So, you know, there's no such thing as perfection, but there is such thing as sort of reasonable conduct, right? So, swinging your arms like that, don't like to see it. It was weird to watch. So those are my thoughts. If you have any of your own, please leave a comment. Very strange. If you enjoyed this video, though, hit like and subscribe. And until next match, have a great night.